So my first impression of Sora 2, when I opened it for the very first time, it was recommended to me by a friend of mine who was also a filmmaker, and he's been deep into using artificial intelligence generated video since the very beginning. So whenever I have questions, I go to him, but he had recommended I try out Sora 2. So I went there and logged in, found out that it was directly connected to ChatGPT. It's the same company. And so I was able to sign in with no problem. So if you have ChatGPT and you have a paid account like I do, sign in is really easy. My friend, had sent me a referral number. So you'll need one of those also so that you can get in there, because it's by invite only right now. I guess it's still in some type of beta. So when I opened it up the first time, I'm looking at the screen right here so I can remember. It seemed really simple, straightforward. Wasn't that hard to figure it out, even for me. I had to test a few of the buttons along the left side to see where you capture the video. And I saw at the bottom where you, let me pan down a little bit so I can tell you guys exactly what I'm doing here. So when I saw it the first time, they have a box at the bottom that says, describe your video. And then there's a little plus underneath that box. And let's see what that plus does. Oh, that plus tells you, ask you about your agreement for uploading media. They don't want you to upload anyone else's media or media that you don't have the right to use. I think I tried that upload media. I'll get to that later, but I tried that. So it's very simple to use when you first open it up. It's a pretty sparse layout. Along the top, it'll say post cameos, which I haven't figured out yet about cameos. I'm going to figure that out. And then likes. It's kind of like a social media, set up like a social media page so other people can look at your videos and comment on them, and they can use your videos if they like it to repurpose it. A few people have used mine already, and that's one thing that I haven't figured out yet. Remixes. I see I have, as of right now, 9 remixes. So I've been getting a lot of likes on my video here on their platform. And also, I've been downloading them and uploading them to YouTube. So ease of use and the interface, I jumped to that. So I was able to, after a few moments, figure out where everything was, what everything did. And so the ease of use is good. I wouldn't say there's any problem with that. If you're familiar with a lot of these artificial intelligence sites, you'll have no problem at all. I'm checking my audio to make sure I'm recording. You'll have no problem at all figuring out how to use it, figuring out where the buttons are and what does what. Let's see, image quality and detail. It looks very realistic once you generate a video. I'm looking at some right now. They have great detail in the background. They have great detail of the characters, the wardrobe. You can give it a detailed prompt, and it, as far as the wardrobe goes and what the rooms look like and the locations, very detailed, very high quality. I really give it thumbs up for that. It was very impressive piece of software. And again, like I say about all these artificial intelligence video generating programs that are out here right now, we're getting a great glimpse into the future of what's coming as far as filmmaking goes. Again, filmmakers, I'm talking from a filmmaker's point of view, from a director's point of view, from an editor's point of view, from somebody who's been creating video for businesses, for entertainment for over 40 years. So it's amazing. I have to admit, it's really, really amazing. And the quality is really, really amazing. Let's go on. Character consistency. That's where we get a thumbs down. I have done a number of these videos, and I talk about the problem with character consistency. Character consistency. A lot of people online talk about that. They say that they have workarounds, ways to do it, ways to stay consistent. And I looked at some of the videos, and there's a whole lot of steps, more steps than I'm even interested in participating in. Going from one software program, generating an image, maybe uploading an image, generating an image based on that, taking that, putting it in another piece of artificial intelligence software for images, generating that, and then jump into the one that does the the movement, and then jump into something that does the voice. So too much for me, I have to be honest. But it's still amazing. Again, one of the reasons that I shy away from it is being a longtime filmmaker. And filmmakers like myself, whatever your budget is, small, micro budget, medium, mid-size, all the way up to A-list films, you want to control every aspect of your production. If you sit down and write a script, you don't want a piece of software giving you something that you don't want. So that's the big, no-go for me as far as trying to make something really serious with it. It's not ready, but this is a great glimpse into the future. It's amazing. It really is. And you should learn it. That's why I stopped shying away from it. My friend who's a filmmaker had told me about it a couple of times. I dipped my toes in a couple of months ago, got frustrated in probably like 5 minutes, paid for a few programs, thought if I paid, I would get a little bit more control or a little bit more consistency. No. They just charge me credits and give me what they want. Change things in the middle. It's crazy. But again, I don't shy away from it because it is a new tool. And me, as a filmmaker, I don't have any plans to stop making films anytime soon. So if a new tool comes out and it might help me, I must investigate it because I want to know how to use it. I don't want to be left behind. And you shouldn't want to be left behind either. So I'm not saying you have to invest any money. There's a lot of free trials. Go through the free trials. Test them out. See what you think. Find one that you like. Maybe pay for it for a month. Learn everything you can. Because the bottom line is they're all basically the same. There are a lot of services as far as Sora 2 goes. There are a lot of what I would call third-party services who incorporate Sora into their program. So they make it available to you. I tried to use one arts list, which I still have some credits available. I tried to go in there and see if there was any difference between using Artlist using Sora inside Artlist, and no, it was basically the same. Actually, it didn't work. So, but again, it's all new. It's all the future. It's all something that if you're in this business, you need to know about it. You can't ignore it. You can't stick your head in the sand. You can't say, I'm anti-AI. If you're in this business, you need to know about it. Even if you don't use it, you need to know what it can and what it can't do because it's getting better. Every week there's an improvement. Every week there's a new version or there's a new update on some of these platforms. So check it out. Try it. Give it a try. I'm not saying you have to use it in your work, but give it a try so that you're aware of what it can and can't do. Workflow experience. Horrible. It was really hard to write prompts. One thing I learned quickly, and one piece of advice that I'm going to give you, is to create your prompts outside the software window where they tell you to put the prompt. Because you're sitting there, happened to me a couple of times. I'm sitting there, I'm typing this long ass prompt, and then all of a sudden I maybe move my mouse or scroll up to look at something, and boom, all the text gone. Can't retrieve it. So type your prompts, I recommend, in a Word document. Maybe open up a separate document where you type your prompts. And the beauty of that is because then you can reuse those prompts if you need to change something or you need to do it again on another project or another prompt. You can go back to another prompt and change the character's name, change the character description, but you have all the details of the room and the location there. So I highly recommend that you create your prompts outside of the software so that you are in control of that. You can save it, you can back it up. You don't have to worry about the software remembering what you typed, or if you lose it by mistake, or if it crashes. Because a number of times, the prompt was, the video was generating, and then all of a sudden it said, can't complete this because of some reason, whatever the reason was, some unknown reason. A lot of times I got that prompt. So that's the frustration level. Get ready to build up your frustration level. What I did when I do it, I usually, if I decide to do some artificial intelligence and generate some video, I'll do it early in the morning after I have my nice coffee and I'm raring to go. I got the energy and I can use some of it and keep my frustration level calm and don't lose it. So let's go again. Let's see. I don't want to make this video long. Is it too long? Surprises and glitches. Yeah. Sometimes it doesn't listen to most of the time, it doesn't listen to your prompt. You have to take what you get. That's just part of it right now. Again, it's early stages. We're in the beta. We're testing this for them. We're paying them to train their program. That's just how it is. You got to be honest. We're paying them to train their program. So it crashes. It doesn't give you what you want. It stops in the middle. It tells you can't do that because it's violating their rules and regulations, or it might be hazardous, or whatever the reason is. And I do understand that. But there's going to have to be some kind of workaround. There's going to have to be some kind of way, if we want to seriously make films, that we can use these tools and do what we want with them. Probably going to have to be some laws or something, regulations put out that the company who makes the software is not responsible for what you create. So I don't know. I don't know where it's going. Again, this is all new stuff. This is all, California just came out with a bunch of rules regulating artificial intelligence. I'm an actor, been an actor for over 35 years. And I agree with some of the laws. Yes, they need some guardrails, because a lot of these young guys up in Silicon Valley where they're creating this stuff, they don't care whether they violate your copyright. They don't care whether they use your material. They don't care whether you get paid. They are creating their software now, the artificial intelligence, and they're doing it because they can. They don't care about any rules or any guardrails or anything like that. Go fast, do it. I guess if I had that talent, I'd be doing the same thing too. I can't lie. I'd be doing the same thing too. So I wouldn't worry about if I'm violating somebody's copyright laws. I'd just do it and go forward and say sorry after it's over with. They are ushering in the future. And we, as I'll talk from an actor's point of view, actors standing here, we can't say stop that because we're afraid that we're not going to have jobs. Again, I tell people that are watching my videos, it's going to be up to you guys watching these videos if you want to see real actors or artificial intelligent actors, video generated. So that's where it's going. That's where it's going. And you guys are going to decide, because from a producer's point of view, if this was flawless, if this was controllable, if this was something that I could direct and it would do what I tell it to do, I'd be using it more already. So that's just the bottom line. I wear both hats. I'm a director and an actor. As far as an actor goes, I don't want it taking my jobs, obviously. I don't want anybody taking jobs away from actors, but it's been happening forever. Musicians come in, take the actors' jobs. Rappers come in and take the actors' jobs. Singers come in and take the actors' job. Anybody with a little bit of fame can come in and take the actor's job. So artificial intelligence has that right too. If it can come in and it's believable and the audience wants to watch it, takes the job away from the actor. What can you do? What can you do? What are you going to do? In the words of Tony Soprano, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? So what's the next one? Filmmaker's perspective. Yes, I've already used some artificially generated video from Artlist in a feature film that I edited for someone about a month ago. I've just finished it about a month ago. Well, I finished the film a couple weeks ago, but I've been editing the film for maybe 2 months. And so there were some elements in the film that needed to be picked up, that needed to be clarified. So I was able to use the real actors and generate some artificial intelligence video and marry the two and extend scenes, make scenes clearer, make the story flow smoother. And it worked great. It worked great. The director and the producer, they liked it. They're taking the film to a festival. So it does work. It does work. I think it's better than, well, I was about to say I think it's better than CGI, but no, CGI you can control. This is in control of itself right now. It gives you what it wants. You can type in all the detailed prompts you want, and hopefully you'll get something close to the prompt you typed in. So again, it's still in the beta stage, early days. This is a glimpse of what is coming. It's going to be great. Again, people are going to lose jobs. Careers are going to be ended. People are going to have to switch to other lines of work. And that's just not in the entertainment business. I mean, all across the realm of business. Customer service. I'm an actual instructor for customer service. I do that sometimes when I need to. And those jobs are going to be gone. Artificial intelligence can do customer service and not get mad. A caller, an irate customer, that's what we call them. Irate customers in the business, they call up and they're throwing every F-bomb, every curse that they can think of at you. They're blaming you because something didn't work that they bought. They're blaming you because somebody charged on their credit card. They're blaming you because the hotel room was dirty or the hotel room had bed bugs. They're blaming you, and you have to talk to them and try to de-escalate. Artificial intelligence won't get mad. Artificial intelligence won't take it personal. Artificial intelligence will talk with a smile on its face, no matter how many F-bombs they drop, no matter how they get and talk about your mom and your dad and your brothers and your sisters. Artificial intelligence will not take it personal. So it's going to take over those customer service jobs. It's going to take over a lot of jobs. Basic programming, entry-level programming. We're already seeing that disappear. Students are in college right now, and they were expecting to get these entry-level jobs in these large companies. These companies are laying off. This whole artificial intelligence is going to make a lot of changes. I know I'm not the only one saying that, but it's true. It's true. So don't try to fight it because you're not stopping it. No one's going to stop it. No matter how many laws California passed, no matter how many laws are passed in the United States government, these changes are coming, and we have to accept them and figure out how to work with them. Incorporate them into what you do. Incorporate them. Again, this is a tool, and we have to figure out how to use it. You need to make sure your kids, if you're old like me, you need to make sure your kids know how to use it. Again, the basics. I'm not saying become a programmer, because you still need advanced knowledge to do that. Artificial intelligence has taken those jobs away. I was looking at an artificial intelligence program that writes apps for you. I'm thinking about writing an app for my grandson to teach him, he's 2 years old, to teach him how to use the mouse on the computer. He's a baby, and he needs to learn how to use the mouse. And I want to create a program. I need to look into that. I've been planning to do it. And create a simple app where once he presses it, double clicks it, it'll teach him how to double click, teach him how to press, and he'll get some kind of image that'll pop up. Very simple, bare bones app. And it can write complicated apps also. I have no need for complicated apps, but it can write them. So a lot of those jobs are disappearing. So let me keep moving forward. Again, the case for professionals, not ready. Not from the level where I am, and not from the level where a lot of independent filmmakers are. Not ready for professional use. Unless, caveat, I just said I used it in a feature film that's going to be going to festivals and going to try to get distribution. Unless you have filmmakers who accept the limitations, who are open to the limitations, who, when they ask you to do something, you tell them, I tried it, this is what I got from artificial intelligence. Do you like it? I can cut it out. That's what I say. That's how I approach it. Open, honest. I tell them about the limitations. I ask them how much do they want to know? Do they want to know the details? Some do, some don't. Some don't care. They want to know whether you can do it or you can't. I'm open, I'm honest. I give them the information, and they either say yay or nay. But it's not ready for professional work because you can't do that with every client. Let's see. The final verdict. I like it right now. It's fun. I actually had fun creating a series. You can see it on my channel, James Adam Tucker, unedited. See it on my channel in the description below. A series I've created. Each episode is about 11 seconds or 12 seconds long. And it's called Tammy, Actress and Writer. And I'm creating this series. I started creating it with Sora 2. And it's short little clips about an actress. And she's an actress and a writer. And she just got a development deal for 3 television series. And this is all just a YouTube vertical series that I'm creating. And it's getting a lot of views. And I thank you guys for taking a look at it. But it's on my channel. You can check it out. I'll appreciate that. But I take what I get. I typed in the prompts, and I take what I get, and I use what I get. So it's not perfect, but it can't be perfect because I'm working with beta software. I'm working with test software. I'm paying to test their software. And so I decided to create this series. I've created like 14 or 15 12-minute episodes. And it's fun. It's actually fun. My friend, who's also a filmmaker, he's the one that told me about it, like I said at the beginning of this video. And it's fun sitting there. But here's the kicker. Once I created a number of episodes, I was blocked. I was blocked from Sora 2. I created too many episodes. I tried to get back on again this morning. They still blocked me. So I'll try again tomorrow. I'll have some more episodes to create. I wanted to continue to create episodes while the software is free. But I guess they don't want one person like me hogging it. So, and I've heard rumors that it's going to be like $200 a month. So I don't know. Based on what you guys, how you guys like the series, how it's accepted, I might go another month. I have to see what the limitations are. Because even though you are paying $200 a month, they're not going to let me generate unlimited amount of videos. So they might not even, a lot of times they don't even tell you how many you can generate until you pay and you hit that wall. And then they say, oh, we have a wall of 25 videos per month. And I just paid $200. So I don't know. It's all new. But it's exciting. It's interesting. You should learn it. Learn on the free versions. There are a bunch of artificial intelligence software programs out there that you can learn as much as you want. Even they have their manuals, they have downloaded detailed information. So if you find a few that you like, download it, learn how to work it. Any job, again, doesn't have to be in the entertainment business like I'm in. Any job out there, you need to be aware of what artificial intelligence software can do, how it reflects to your business, how it can help you in your business, how it can make you a better employee, how it can make you an employee that they don't want to get rid of because you know how to work the program. I'm talking about the front, the user end. I'm not talking about behind the scenes writing code. I'm talking about the end user. That's what's important. That's what the big time tech guys who are multimillionaires are focusing on. They're focusing on the end user. And if you're an end user, and you can explain it to your boss or your supervisor or your manager, you are going to be important. You are going to be needed. So keep that in mind. And I'll see you in the next one.